Hey guys, it's Melissa, and you may or may not remember me. I haven't posted a video in like 5 years, so I wanted to explain what's going on and let you know what my plans are for this channel. So, I started blogging on what mommy wants, and I started doing reviews and videos. And at the time, we were having babies, and we had baby stuff everywhere, and that was just kind of how our lifestyle was. So I decided I wanted to start sharing because I liked writing, and I heard about blogging and thought it would be a great way to express myself and share things that other moms might relate to, and yada yada yada, normal mom blogger stuff. I didn't know what a mom blogger was at the time, but I became one, and now some things have changed and transpired in my life. So I wanted to give an update over the last 5 years, and I'll do that very, very quickly because the tone of this channel is going to change. So if you're wondering how the kids are doing, they're all doing awesome. The oldest one graduated high school as valedictorian, and she's now a freshman in college. She's in the honors program for nursing, and she's doing great. Our middle child just turned 8, and she is super sassy, and yeah, she likes to push buttons, and she's like in perpetual terrible twos, if you ask me. But she has such a personality, and she's like, she should have her own YouTube channel, honestly. And then our youngest, our boy, is super quiet and reserved and sensitive and just like the biggest sweetheart ever. He started kindergarten this year, so all of the kids are in school. The oldest one doesn't even live in the house right now because she's in a dorm. But they're all doing great. We're doing great. But yeah, so there's our little family update. Yeah, so that's where they've been and what we've been up to as far as like time goes. So I would like to switch gears just a little bit and explain the gap. So 5 years is a long time to just kind of disappear from YouTube. So what mommy wants became like not what I wanted it to be. It was not what mommy wanted. I started the blog to share, to write because I liked writing, and it became one of those mom blogs where all it was reviews and giveaways, and it kind of like the whole perspective was not what I wanted it to be to begin with. And I wanted to share and write and have, more of an editorial point of view, and, just like give something for other people to be relatable to. Yeah, sure. We'll go with that. But it soon and like very quickly became a rush to see who could get the coolest stuff to review first. And it just became more competitive than I thought it would be. I was thinking it would be a community of moms, like-minded individuals who shared common interests and things with their kids, and wanted to say, like, hey, what's up, and be supportive of each other. And it really became competitive and more of a grab at free stuff, and the only viewers I was attracting were people who just wanted free stuff and wanted to enter giveaways. And that's great. I love winning stuff, and I love entering giveaways. I still do, but it wasn't what I wanted it to be. So we changed gears a couple years ago, and I decided, okay, I was going to do more mom stuff and less kid stuff, because I didn't want to just be in the circle of giveaways and just be, like who got the coolest crap to review, and whether or not you got a giveaway didn't matter because you still got the free stuff as the blogger. And like that was just not the mentality I wanted to portray. So I was like, okay, we're going to go mom stuff. I liked to read a lot. That's why I like to write a lot, and that's why I started a blog. So I started reviewing books, and all of my reviews and everything are still, the website is still there as far as I know. You can still visit it and read what I wrote. So I started reviewing, like grown up books. Some of them were a little in the adult category, and some of them were just, novels that I enjoyed, and I would get an occasional, like, advanced reader copy of a book to review on the website, and that was fun. And then personally started going through some stuff myself. Mentally, I don't attribute it all to, blogging and YouTubing, but in my personal life, I just started to change inside. I had some mental breakdowns, and nothing too crazy, but just, like, what the hell am I doing? And what is my purpose here? And why am I doing this stuff that I don't really love and enjoy and that isn't really fulfilling to me? So I stopped. I stopped altogether. I didn't want to do anything anymore, and I started, I kind of checked out. I checked out with the kids. I checked out with my marriage. I checked out. I didn't want to be who I was being. And it took a lot of long nights and a lot of long talks with my husband, and a lot of alcohol, a lot of date nights, just to try and reconnect with what I had disconnected from. And I really began searching within, and I started knowing myself better, and decided that what I needed to do was change myself. And you can't expect outside things to change you. You have to change yourself, and you can't change other people. The best thing you could do is work on yourself. If you want your circumstances to change, it's not your circumstances, it's you and how you deal with them and how you see them that makes you who you are. So I really began going within. Not to be super woo woo, but I'm telling you that's where it's going to go. So if you don't like woo woo, you know, have a nice life. Like, I wish you the best. So it's going to go there. So I started meditating. That was my first step, I believe, was meditating, trying to quiet all of the crap that was going around in my head, and just, like, you got to deal with this shit yourself. It's all you deal with it. And that's what I did. So I started with meditation, and it became very regular for me. It was tough at first. Meditating isn't like, everyone just says, oh, just meditate. If you're not a meditator and you have a ton of crap going through your head all the time, it's not easy at first. And it takes some working up. And literally, you have to start with just like 2 minutes. Because if you can quiet your mind for 2 minutes, then you just kind of keep adding on until you can actually sit there for a half an hour and not attach to your thoughts. But that's a video for another time, maybe, or maybe search YouTube for meditation videos. Maybe that's something I'll get into later. But it started there, and there's a whole bunch of other long stories that lead me to where I'm at now. But just to sum it up, in order to look within, I've had this deck of tarot cards that my sister bought me when I was 16. I got into it when I was a teenager. Just, something rebellious teenagers do. My mom's boyfriend did not like anything that was not Christian based, and really did not like my tarot cards. So, of course, as a 16-year-old girl, I had to have the tarot cards. So my sister bought them for me. I played with them for a little bit. It wasn't really resonating at the time. I put the box away, and in my journey of looking within and getting into meditation, and trying to calm my mind and quiet my mind, I decided that part of that was clearing up my space. A cluttered house is a cluttered mind. Like, you can't have a quiet mind and live in chaos. So we started doing some deep cleaning. I made everyone start doing deep cleaning, um, which they loved. But in my cleaning, I found my old deck of tarot cards, and I was just like, I gotta look into these again. Like I opened them up and looked at the pictures and was just like, I remember loving the artwork on the cards, but not really connecting what each card meant or, any of that stuff. So, thus started the journey into tarot. Now, there's a whole nother topic of crystals and stones that, if you want to do your own research, feel free, be my guest. Um, but Charlotte, my 8-year-old, actually started me on that path by just bringing rocks home from school and telling me how cool they were. And then I found a rock shop and we went looking and opened a whole new Pandora's box of healing crystals. And um, that's a whole separate topic. But yes, so to add to the list of woo woo crap that I do, I have a ton of crystals and stones that have different meanings and are used for different purposes. And that might be something that we explore on this channel in the future if you're interested. Um, but for the most part, we're going to be looking into tarot and some metaphysical stuff. And yeah, so I hope that you'll stick with me on that. And if you don't feel this is for you, if this doesn't um, agree with your ethics or your belief systems or whatever you have in place, then I will not be offended if you unsubscribe. I will not take offense to that. I wish you the best if you feel that this is not something that you are interested in. If you're curious, stick around. There's going to be some cool stuff coming up. I have some plans. If you're just wondering what the cards have in store for you, I will be sharing. I plan on, then this may change as the channel progresses and develops. I plan on beginning March 1st doing bi-weekly forecast readings for based on your sign. So the 1st and the 15th, I'll do, 2 weeks at a time. This is what the next 2 weeks looks like according to the cards, based on your astrological sign. And I'm thinking we might do some lives every now and then just to touch base, maybe do Fridays, do like a little mini weekend live video and go through all the astrological signs, and we'll do live and then we chat, and it should be pretty fun. And if you're curious about crystals, which everyone should be, they're awesome. But like to each their own. I'm thinking, and let me know in the comments if you would want to know, I'm thinking about doing maybe like a crystal of the month, where once a month, so you're not overwhelmed with crap that you don't want to see. Maybe once a month do like a crystal of the month and do, pick a crystal and explain metaphysically what it's for, physically how it's, grown, whatever I can find on the stone, and also my experiences with it. So if you are interested in that, let me know in the comments. If you are already into this kind of stuff, I definitely want to know. I want to travel this journey with you, and I hope that you're open to new possibilities and maybe learning something that you didn't already know. So I want to say thank you so much for sitting through this whole 15-minute video just to catch up with me. And yeah, so it's nice to see you again, even though I can't really see you. I hope it's nice for you to see me. But thank you so much for watching. And if this does not seem like something that you want to continue watching, please feel free to unsubscribe. I will not be offended, and I wish you the best. If this is something that you are kind of maybe excited about or interested in or curious about, um, let me know your sign in the comments. Tell me what your astrological sign is. And yeah, so that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.